Hello there, my friend. This is R.L. To be honest with you, I'm having a bad day. My close friend, my sweet member, my spiritual aunt. I was in the family. Well, I'm still in the family. She went home to be with the Lord about 1:30 a.m. this morning. Uh, and this is a chance for me to share a side of myself with a lot of people what they don't understand. When you hear me at the funeral, or when you hear me talking to people, I'm going to be telling them to be strong, and she's with the Lord, and we'll see her again. And I'm going to be trying to encourage her husband, encourage the family. That's my job as a minister. And people think that ministers don't have feelings. But when you love somebody, when you hold them near and dear, ministers are human too. And to be honest with you, I am tore up. When I received the call about 1:30 this morning, I could not even go back to sleep. I'm just venting. I'm just sharing with you. What makes it so personal, our church, New Vision, we started about 6 years ago in Karnak. 2.5 years ago, we moved to Marshall. And within the last 2 years, we have got another location in Gladewater and a third location in Rowlett. So we are one church in 3 locations. In total, we have a little bit over 300 plus members if they would all come to church. You know how that is. Well, because I birthed the church, because the Lord gave me the vision to start these churches, for people to trust me, to step out on faith, to follow me, to believe the vision. I'm very, very close to my members. The church I'm at in Marshall, I pastored those people 44, 45 years ago. And the only thing I did was come back home. The people in Gladewater, I pastored those people 35 years ago. 36 years ago, I pastored those people. So the only thing I'm doing is pastoring people. A lot of them were kids when I was at the church years ago, and now they have families of their own. So that means they are like my spiritual children. I'm their spiritual father in the ministry. And I love them dearly. We are a very close-knit family. We take trips together. We go to movies. We go to the rodeo together. We take them to see the car shows. We barbecue. We go camping. We hang out with each other for birthday parties. When I was sick last week, I know about 40 to 60 people called me every day. One member, she ordered from a Walmart, and they were knocking on my door with a bag of groceries, orange juice and canned soup and medicine for me. This is how close we are. When someone is born, when babies are born, I'm at the hospital with them. And then when storms come, I make it my business to call my elderly and check on them, making sure they're all right. If they need to go to the doctor, to the store, if they need me to bring them something, if they need me to help them pay their gas bill, propane bill. I'm trying to tell you, we're very, very close. And this is the first member to die from our church in Marshall. We've been in the church over 2 years, and so we just, I mean, when you see one, you see all, the other. You see all of us. And we are really, really dealing with this hard. I mean, all day long. I got deacons, grown men, calling me saying, Pastor, I just need to talk. And I tell them, well, I understand. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? People lean on me and draw from me. But what they don't realize, I'm hurting myself. I'm there to talk to them. But who do I have to talk to? Who do I have to counsel with? Who do I have to encourage me? And this is why I wanted to talk to you about this. So I'm asking everybody to just pray for me, pray for that family, just pray for families in general. Pray for our New Vision family. We are really, really going through something now. I already know the stages of grief. I've been a pastor more than 4 decades. And the 7 stages of grief: shock, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, testing, and acceptance. When you hear about somebody died, you go into shock. The initial feeling of disbelief. And there is a numbness in you when you learn about the loss. Denial is when you heard about it, but you refuse to accept it. You are hoping that it's a mistake, or you're hoping that they may have gave the wrong information. Denial. And then there's anger. Anger, expressions, frustration, and rage toward the situation, often directed at oneself or someone else. You get angry because you blame other people. You should have been there. You should have done more. And then sometimes you be angry at yourself. You start thinking about, what could I have done? I should have been there. I wish she could have hung on until I got there. I wish I could have had more time with him. We go through anger. Then the 4th stage is bargaining. We attempt to make deals with a higher power. We said to God, Lord, if you change the outcome of this, I do this. I start going to church. I start doing this, that, and other. And then number 5 is depression. Depression, where we feel overwhelmed, sadness, hopelessness, and withdrawal. That's where a lot of my members are right now. And just to be honest with you, Ben, I'm just bearing my soul with you. I am plumb sick. I'm so sick that this morning I left home, I left my wallet, went to go pay a bill, paid on the wrong phone bill, came back home, left my garage door wide open. I mean, I have what they call brain fog. I can't wrap my head around stuff. People have been talking to me throughout the day, and I just have seen their mouth moving. I have not even been listening because, well, to be honest with y'all, my heart is broken. I feel like somebody have taken the heart out of my chest, and I know God is in control. But I guess this is the price you pay when you love somebody. Like I told you, my members, they are my brothers, they are my sisters, and I treat a lot of them like they are my spiritual children. I love them dearly. I love them, and they love me. We love each other. I trust them. They trust me. We have a close bond. And for this dear sister to have passed on, I mean, I've had 4 members couldn't even go to work today. Several of them told me they were at work and couldn't even do their work. So I'm asking y'all to pray for us. I'm at the state now. I'm trying to be strong. I'm trying to tell them, but we're going to get through it, and y'all going to be all right. But I wonder, do anybody ever realize, is the pastor all right? I can't tell you how many people where I stood by their bed and saw them take their last breath. I've been on the scene of accidents and seen members who have had motorcycle accidents, head-on collisions, and that stuff, it bothers you. To hear mothers screaming and families screaming, that really, really mess with you. And I'm saved, I love the Lord, but I'm just sharing with you that I'm human too. And I'm really, really gonna miss her. God knows I am. And then look, shock, denial, anger, bargaining, depression. Look, the next one is testing. Testing means that you explore possibilities about moving forward. Can I go to the store without her? Can I go to the doctor without him? Will I be able to move forward and go pay the bills without him? You're taking baby steps. This, you're not gonna walk out of it. You can't run out of this. You're not gonna walk out of this day after tomorrow. It's gonna take time. The testing stage. And then finally, acceptance. Coming to terms with the loss and finding a way to live with it. Don't let nobody come to you and tell you, well, you ought to move on, or somebody. Don't let nobody tell you, well, it's been a while, or you ought to get over it by now. Maybe that person did not mean to you what they meant to somebody else. Don't ever tell somebody how long they can grieve. We would never get over this. You would never get over. It could have been 10 years ago, 20 years ago. You still hurt. If I'm telling the truth, give me a thumbs up. My father died. My granddaddy died. My mentor. My brother died. My grandmother. My two aunts who raised me. I still miss my aunts who raised me. The churches I got, if they were living, they would be at my church every Sunday. They would be there every Sunday, point blank frank. If they were alive, they would be there to support me every Sunday. They wouldn't be making no excuses. Every Sunday, they would be right there to support me. I know that. So my family, who I consider my family, the Lord have taken them home, and so the only family I got now is my church family. And when one of us hurt, we all hurt. So now how can we overcome these 7 steps? And I hope this bless somebody. Think of the word dear, D-E-E-R. Number 1, D, that means drink. When I said drink, I don't mean drink alcohol. Drink you some water, because you've been crying, you've been sweating, you've been nervous, you are dehydrated, and you need to hydrate yourself. You need to get you some apple juice, some orange juice, an energy drink. You need to drink you plenty of water, because you're not going to help the situation making yourself sick. Number 1, D, drink. Number 2, eat. You have to eat to get you some nutrition. You're weaker than you think. Right now, you're running on your adrenaline, and you feel like, you know, the adrenaline has kicked in, but you have no idea that your body is starving, so you need to eat you something. Get you some healthy nutrition, a good salad. You need to get you some greenery, some protein. Number 2, you need to eat you something. Don't let the devil trick you into thinking, I don't want to eat, I can't eat now. Force yourself to eat. The next E. D is drink, E is eat. The third E, exercise. Don't lay in the bed all wrapped up, balled up in a knot. You need to walk. You need to walk outside, walk to the mailbox. You need to maintain your strength. You're not going to help nobody if you let yourself go down. You need to exercise. You need to release your stress. Get your friend. If you got a membership at the gym or get on a treadmill, you need to walk. You can't just sit there and feel sorry for yourself. The Lord gave and the Lord have taken away, and blessed be the name of the Lord. And that's what I'm doing out here now. I had to just walk. I just finished walking about 1.5 miles to just renew my strength. I'm just walking. So now, Number one, D, drink. E, you need to eat something. E again, you need to exercise. And then R, you need to rest. Get you some adequate rest. When I say rest, that means turn off the radio, turn off the TV, put your phone on vibrate, turn off your phone. You need to turn off your phone. Right now, you need to have time where you can rest your mind, where you can meditate. Get you some good rest. Your body really don't need rest. What you need to rest is your mind. The reason why you can't sleep right now, because your mind, you have a brain fog. Like I just told you, man, this morning, I'm tore up from the floor up, and I need to rest my mind. And so I hope this has been a blessing to somebody. And if somebody have died in your family, if you're grieving, I hope the 7 steps that I just shared with you would be a blessing to you. I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be all right. But to be honest with you, it hurts like the devil. Well, I don't want to say the devil. I don't want to give him no glory. God meant it for our good. And you know what? We are selfish. We should not want to see people suffer. But we just try to hold on to them as long as we can. We try to hold on to them, don't we? But sometimes you have to say, Lord, go ahead and take her. Go ahead and take him. Because if you love them like you say you do, you don't want to see them in the state that they are in. So thank you for letting me vent with you. If this is a blessing to you, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up. And matter of fact, would you share this video with somebody you know that lost a friend or lost a loved one? Somebody who had a family member that went through transition. Or maybe if you are grieving, people see you smiling, they don't know what you're going through. Maybe I said something by being transparent with you. Perhaps this was a blessing to you. I love you all. I love New Vision. I love my members. We are indeed a spiritual family. And to all my members, we're going to get through this. I said we are going to get through this. Pray for all of our families. And I make my videos. I'm not trying to be popular. I'm just trying to leave a legacy for young ministers who coming on behind me. Perhaps they'll get a word of encouragement. Perhaps they'll get a sermon or a message that they can use to bless and help somebody along the way. You all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And this coming Sunday at 9 o'clock, I would love to see you at New Vision in Marshall. At 12 noon, I would love to see you in Gladewater. At 6 o'clock, I would love to see you in Raleigh. Have a great evening, and we're going to be all right. Give me a thumbs up if this was an eye-opener for you. And when you see your pastor and see him or her standing up there officiating, know that they are human also. They are not Superman. They are human also. So continue to keep me lifted in prayer. Be blessed.